What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fisher Bike.
What's up, guys? Nick Yankee Fan 95.
Horger 24.
What's up, y'all? This is Garrett.
What up, dudes? YouTube. Yeah. Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards here.
On YouTube, busting a pack of 17 Ginter. Chicago fan Jason.
D Robbins 44376 on YouTube.
What's up, YouTube? Aaron 619 here, hanging out with MikeO and the gang.
What's up, man? Also, Jersey Shop, man.
Hi, Bob, Super 25 Sports Cars.
J Spark 98 here.
MikeO Weskergriff.
Dave's Midlife Car Crisis.
Phil McTana.
Abel in Vegas.
Bob Lewis.
Scotty Tradition, Bronx Bombers Cards,
Max Power Baseball.
Triple Crown 24 JT.
A&D, she blinded me with refractors.
JY Sports Card Guy.
Baseball collector.
NBA collector here.
Eloy the Go Force.
Rated rookie here.
Jimmy Guns.
Tops 85 401 here.
this baseball card life, Jeremy the Card Dreamer,
Snoop 12922.
Stove Sports here.
it's Jerome, Yankees card.
Troy Rutter, aka TTM Troy.
What's up, guys? JMVP here.
Beantown 62.
I'm Ron Fig, Sports Card Fam.
It's Elite Code 3.
Fan here.
Big day for life.
Bill, the Hall of Fame collector here.
Guys, what is up? I've had an amazing national.
This is Bill Zach Pages here.
Pepino Man.
It's Silver Jackify.
I'm Ted, Serenity Sports 50 Plus.
Bears Player 23.
It's Bowman 1951 at the National.
Hey everybody, Mike Druga, MD Pin 21 here.
Hey YouTube, this is Spartan Dog.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Snotzilla Cards.
Hey everybody, it's Hitman 23.
Woo! What up, guys? Winsel 888 here.
Hey, this is Michael. Jericho 941 IMI.
Christian with Alice Cards.
Hey everybody, Bald Rhino here.
Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? MikeO here, Hobby Palooza 2020. Appreciate you tuning in. 2020 has been a hell of an interesting year. It's been really unsettling. It's been strange. It's been odd. It can be depressing at times. Obviously, a lot of people have lost a ton. People have lost loved ones. People have just kind of lost their minds, been sick, been worried, not knowing what to do, lost jobs. It's been a absolutely crazy year, something none of us could have ever predicted or expected. It has been flat out bizarre. The great thing for everyone watching and everyone who will be involved in this video is we have the hobby of sports card collecting. It's an outlet. It's something to look forward to. It's something to distract us from the reality of real life. And it's something that connects us to so many things. It connects us to the sports we enjoy, the players we grew up watching, the players we're enjoying watching now, and the future players and future prospects for our teams that, you know, inspire us to look ahead for good things for the future. So the hobby is an incredible thing. And another great thing about the hobby is you have people to share it with. And if you don't have someone close to you that you can share it with, well, you have an entire community here on YouTube. Social media in general, Instagram has become a really big place for social media. And of course, Twitter, Facebook groups, all these things are all amazing. But you also have the YouTube community, an amazing community that's been going on for a long time, not 6 months, not a year, not 5 years, a decade plus. Since the dawn of YouTube, people have been making card-related videos. So there's tons of information out there. There's tons of people that you can connect with, people who maybe just started making videos last week, people who have been making them for 10, 12, 15 years. So there's a ton of people out there to connect with. And I think the community is a special place. I think it's great. If you're someone new to the community, if you're someone new to YouTube sports card videos, make sure you do some deep diving, find other channels, and have a chance to connect with them. And if you're interested in sharing your collection, I certainly encourage you to do so. Listen, there's all types of collectors and all types of people who make videos and make content here on YouTube. And you don't have to open $500 or $1,000 boxes. You don't have to get your stuff graded. These are all things you can do, and they're things you can choose to do. But there's a whole world out there. You can get stuff in value boxes. You can collect 10-cent cards, 50-cent cards, $50 cards, a ton of amazing stuff. And there's something for everyone. You just got to love what you collect what you love, and build relationships. And one of the great things that I've been fortunate enough over my years being involved in YouTube is to meet people and connect with people. And there's some people you connect with for a short period of time. Some people even just through comments. Maybe you look forward to their comments or you look forward to watching their videos. And sometimes things grow bigger. Sometimes you meet people in person at the National Sports Card Convention or at local shows. And sometimes you just meet people and you end up building great friendships. And I'm definitely proud to add my buddy Weskergriff, Ed, who met a number of years ago. We've become good friends, talk on, at this point, a daily basis. So Ed, you excited for Hobby Palooza 2020 and talking about the hobby?
Of course, very excited to talk about the hobby. Thanks for having me on, Mike. I think that intro was killer. Love it. But I can't imagine collecting without this great community because it's part of my collecting niche now. Like I have my routine. I buy my cards or I go to the card show, hang out with you guys, meet up with YouTubers, meet up with people in the community. And I can't imagine collecting without those aspects now, because going to a card show by yourself or, going to the national solo, that's not as much fun as going with a group of people, hanging out, chilling at the bar, busting packs, drinking beer. I mean, there's just so many fun memories associated with the national and going to the card shows, and it's all because of this community and the decision I made years ago to start uploading videos and be a participant.
And what did you think when you had some guy send you a message, be like, "Hi, Weskergriff. I started sending TTMs because of watching your videos. I got back into it again." What'd you think of that guy?
I just saw it coming full circle, because I know when I first started getting back into TTMing, which is through the mail autographs, it's where you send an autograph request in the mail to a sports star or a celebrity. I know I got back into that by watching Mike of the Autograph Network and by watching Stacey Schaefer and Zane Savage, and because there was a very big TTM community back in the day here on like 2009, 10, 11. And I remember reaching out to those guys and then being very cordial, very welcoming, always were lending a hand to try to spread information and just to be a great community. So whenever someone would message me, I would always respond back and reciprocate the affection that they showed me and just keep the community going. And I started out doing TTMs on my channel, but the TTM and the sports card community, they were kind of like neck and neck. They were almost joined communities. And you can see on my channel now, I don't really do TTMs anymore. I focused on cards because it was always a 50-50 split. But the card community has such a rich history here on YouTube. It's been around since YouTube first started back around like 2006, 2005. Some of the first videos on this platform were box break videos. So there's a very rich history. There's so many old school tubers out there and people who are still involved in this hobby, and those friendships still remain. And that is very special.
Yeah. I mean, and the hobby is exploding right now, right? Everyone knows that. It's just out of control. People getting back into it, people just going crazy about it, people seeing that opportunity and everything. And you're seeing tons of new YouTube channels, and a lot of people make great content, make great videos. A lot of people do have knowledge to share. So I definitely recommend giving every channel out there a shot, giving everyone a chance, but don't just settle for what's being kind of forced into your feeds and what's being promoted to you, because there are just dozens and dozens and dozens. I mean, there's more than dozens. There's hundreds and hundreds, and there's thousands of card channels out there. And I really recommend people checking them out. And we're going to make sure we showcase a few of them as we go. But like you said, the community has just been really fun to be part of. And obviously it's so large that it's so hard to kind of get in touch with everyone, because there's different aspects and branches, like basketball stuff. Most people are going to follow what kind of they enjoy the most. So if you're a baseball guy / football guy, you're going to gear more towards those channels to a degree. But Ed, of course, we know we could have, should have, wish we could be at the 2020 National. That's not happening. We'll see if it happens in December. I think most of us don't anticipate that. But the National, real quick, any specific memories you want to bring up? Because the National is certainly a special time.
There's so many. My first National was in 2016 in Atlantic City. And I think Eric, those back pages on his stream, talked about how that was kind of a strange year because it really was. It was small, wasn't as big in 2016 and felt a little more intimate. But when I went again in 2018 in Cleveland, because I saw the amazing time that a lot of people had in 2017 in Chicago, I was like, I got to do whatever it takes to get to Cleveland in 2018. And I'm so glad I did. It was an incredible experience. And then 2019 going in Chicago, that was the first time I ever flew on a plane before.
How about that delay?
Yeah. That we had a 10-hour delay to get back to Philly. But that's the power.
That was brutal.
That's the power of this community. The main reason I went to Chicago was because I wanted to meet so many people that I've known for so long that I never got the chance to meet in person, like Nate Tops 85401. I've known Nate for like 10 years almost, and that was the first chance I got to meet him. And it's just awesome getting the chance to meet people that you talk to on a regular basis almost, and you've been watching for years. It's so great. So meeting everyone has been some of my best memories. But another really cool memory that jumps out at me was, and it's playing in the background here, was in Cleveland when we were at the Marriott bar, and it was just total hilarity. The Phillies were on in the background. I think Franco hit a walk-off homer to win the game, and there was a wedding going on, so the drinks were flowing, and it was just a ton of fun. It was an amazing time.
It was definitely a good time. Crazy stuff. The National is one of those things that I guess if you've never been to one, you have a hard time really fully understanding how special of an event it is. Listen, it's the biggest card show you've ever been to. It's overwhelming. They're just cards and guys set up for miles. All the manufacturers are there, all the big auction houses, just an incredibly large setup. And then when you start getting into all the people you can meet up with and such, it is, it's crazy. It's so special. Like when you start meeting up with all these people that you've interacted for years, when you're meeting them for the first time, when you're meeting them again, when you're looking forward to kind of hanging out in person that one time per year. And that's what makes the National so incredibly special. Of course, there's a ton you can buy there. And if you're a super collector, if you're looking for very rare stuff, it's awesome. Some things you can maybe get some better buys online, but there's always those value boxes, Ed. I know you want to talk a little bit about the value boxes because, well, you're a big fan of value boxes and you've definitely had some killer pickups in the past.
Yes, value boxes are my bread and butter because the great thing about this hobby is you can collect at any financial level. You can collect, you got your super high-end collectors, you got your high-end guys, mid-end, low-end, and then you got some bargain bin value boxes. And I'm telling you, you can find some incredible cards in value boxes. And over the years, going to shows, I picked up some cards that are complete heavy hitters right now in the hobby. And I know it's really easy right now with some of the crazy prices out there, some of the pumping that's going on via social media to really get disenfranchised, especially with modern cards. When you see some of these cards selling for astronomical prices and you're like, how can I buy some of these cards? But remember, do keep in the back of your mind that at one point these cards were extremely affordable and were in value boxes. Like take this card, for example. We got the Nolan Arenado update. This was purchased for $20 at a card show. $20. Just get. Then
what is it now? A little bit more, I'm guessing.
A little bit more. Then everyone talks about this guy. He's pretty much one of the biggest hobby darlings right now. We got the Ronald Acuna from Update. This was purchased at the National for $1 out of a $1 box. Now it came back a mint 9. wasn't a Gem Mint 10. And what I've always said on my channel is whenever you pull a card out from a value box, if it comes back a 9, that's great because it's in that value box. You don't know how many hands are going through those cards. Whenever you pull a card out of a value box and it comes back a PSA 9 or Gem Mint 10, you got a winning lottery ticket. And then probably the best card that I've ever pulled out of a value box easily right now. And Mike, you were there with me when I pulled this card. It's got to be the Juan Soto Rainbow Foil. And it came back at Gem Mint 10.
PSA Gem Mint 10 for $10?
Nope. This was $6.
$6.
$6 out of a value box. Now, I think this card right now is like maybe $600, but it just goes to show you there's values to be found out there. There's gold, there's buried treasure. You just have to look for it, be patient, and you will find good stuff if you go to the card show, if you go to the National. And that's one of the crazy things about the National. When you go to the National, there are mountains and mountains of value boxes. You can see whole aisles dedicated to value boxes. And I guarantee you could spend the entire weekend going through all those boxes. You're not going to go through every box. That's how many there are. And a lot of dealers sometimes, they don't have the time to go through all these boxes. So you can always find very, very, very treasure, incredible stuff. So you just have to have the patience.
It's definitely fun, especially if you're at a National. It's a good time if you're together in a group, 2 or 3 guys, you can just, it makes it a lot easier to flip through those boxes for an hour or two, because sometimes that's what it takes. And that way you can kind of share stories and talk about the hobby, even get recommendations like, hey, do you think this fits the PC? Obviously, it's ultimately your decision, but sometimes you're kind of on that fence and someone pushes you to make that move, to pick something up, and it pays off. And you're like, wow, it's a good thing I did that, because I don't know if I'd find it again. Or if you did find it again, it might cost you a lot more. But the National's a great time. Can't wait to at some point do it again. A complete and absolute blast for sure. Ed, you want to talk a little bit about the value box type of giveaway you are providing those who are watching?
So yes, I am going to be doing a giveaway on this video. With the situation that's going on in the country with the pandemic, unfortunately, most card shows around the country you can't go to, and the National has been postponed till December, like Mike mentioned earlier. So it remains to be seen if that will be held. So I want to try to reciprocate the feeling of going through a value box, and our good friend here in the community, JT, Triple Crown 24, he has a eBay store with over 10,000 cards in his store. There's a lot of rookies on there, a lot of parallels, inserts. So all you got to do to get into the giveaway is just leave a comment down below, not on the live chat, down below. What was your best value box find? And I'm going to draw 2 winners. One I'm going to pick. I'll subjectively determine which one I feel is the best one. And then the other winner will be via random.org. Will be a totally random winner.
So make sure you go after the stream is over. You're going to have to go down, refresh the video, and post a comment down below that. So
and
definitely want to do that.
And the prize amount is, it's going to be 2 $25 store credits. So 2 $25 store credits, and I'll work it out how you'll be able to purchase the cards. I'll get into contact with the winners.
Sounds good. Definitely a cool giveaway. We're going to do a really brief Q&A. We'll do a couple questions. So if you have a question, feel free to post it now. We'll try and take a couple. Also, if you're an SGC fan, if you're a fan of SGC, let me know your shirt size. We got a couple T-shirts to give away, so we'll pick a few people out to give away a T-shirt to. So we appreciate SGC sending some merchandise to share. One of the third-party graders out there. You got PSA, SGC, BGS, all great options, all just overwhelmed because, well, the hobby's on fire and everyone is getting everything slabbed. So it is a lot of fun to see that. So we got I Collect Ichiro. He's a going with that double XL. There are so many comments popping in. You got to take them off. Take them off.
I can't even see the feed.
We got Foo. Yeah, there's a crazy feed. But we'll definitely take a look at that as it goes on. But right now, get some questions out if you have some. We'll take a couple real quick. And then we're going to start bringing in some special guests from around the community, kind of all different eras, all different types of collectors. And we're definitely excited to do that. Alec Baum. What do you think, Ed? Alec Baum, what are you thinking on Alec Baum?
He definitely has the skill set. He's huge. I mean, I was surprised by how tall he is in person, but are the Phillies going to play another game this year? I'm hearing that baseball might be canceled by Monday if more COVID cases pop up. But Alec Baum is the future for the Phillies, either at third base or first base. So he's definitely going to be in the mix. I'm more excited actually on Spencer Howard. So,
yeah, we'll see. I mean, if you're asking for a hobby kind of point of view, for me, I'm a huge Phillies fan, huge Phillies collector. I rarely, if ever, buy a Phillies prospect card before they reach the major leagues. Specifically, obviously, you get some basic Bowman cards, but anything high priced, I wait till they at least find their way to the major leagues with Philadelphia for sure. But people love to. They love to get involved in that prospecting. It's a really big part of the hobby.
That's very well said, though, Mike, because the Phillies, I mean, we look at like Mickey Moniak, Cornelius Randolph. I mean, we've had so many high-end prospects that, unfortunately, their hobby prices are kind of astronomical, but it doesn't justify it.
All right, what do you think, Ed? What's the next iconic card, like the 2011 Mike Trout?
Well, if you look at the current market, it's
every single card. Whoever has a big week next week.
Yeah,
Corey Seager cards.
Whoever hits 2 homers.
Corey Seager cards were like $10 to $12 in a PSA Gem Mint 10 in like February. I'm pretty sure they're like $80, and maybe they might be higher than that now.
Because of my history with this particular card, the card I'm going to say is going to be the 2014 Topps Update Mookie Betts. If you guys watch my channel, you know I was hunting for that card back in 2018, hunting for the Mookie. I've kind of have a cool history with that card, and that for a long time that card was very, very affordable. It was under $100. Even as far as back in December and January, that card was priced pretty low, but now that card has risen to about $600 to $750 in a PSA 10. So the price on that card is going through the roof. And it's funny because I get comments on my hunting for Mookie video, and people are like, how did you get 4 packs for $12? This is crazy. And I have to tell them, I'm like, look at the timestamp on the video. It's from 2018. The prices were a lot cheaper back then.
Yeah, I mean, I would say right now the Acuna bat down is probably in line, but I mean, he's early in his career too. So we'll see. All right, last question we're going to do right now. What advice would you give for first-time national attendees? If you get a chance to go to the national, first off, go for as long as possible, wear comfortable shoes, bring a backpack, and just go and have fun. Enjoy the cards. Obviously, you want to pick some cards up, but connect with the people. The people and hanging out and the hangouts are going to be what you remember more so than just the cards. Obviously, we go for the cards, but there's a ton of people there, and that's all absolutely amazing. All right, guys, we appreciate the questions. We want to start bringing some people in, and first up, popping in on the stream is going to be Jason, Mr. Fisher Bike. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Jason.
Hey, what's up, Ed?
We appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. Jason,
hey,
you got to the National a few years ago, and I don't know if I ever saw someone more excited to be there. You were just like bouncing off the walls. You had that extra step. You're bouncing around. You're just so excited to see everyone hang out, see the cards rip open packs. I can remember sitting on the floor, ripping open like blaster box after blaster box, just amazing times.
Yeah, it was fun. It was 2017. And I think I went a little too hard because when I got home, I paid for it. I was hurting.
Well, the thing about the National is you're on your feet at the show for 6 to 10 hours, and you're on your feet walking places to get stuff to eat. And then you're on your feet hanging out to the wee hours of the night. So, if you're expecting to get more than like 2-3 hours of sleep, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. And I saw that last question. For a first-time attendee, I would definitely never, ever, ever wear sandals. I wore flip-flops and the first day, and my feet felt like I had broken ankles. It was horrible. Yeah, the second day I wore tennis shoes.
That probably worked out a little better.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, it's on you. You got it.
Didn't you go to Giordano's, Jason, and get adopted by a family or something?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, that of the one national I went to, that and one other memory is like it won't get topped. It didn't happen on purpose. It was started out like 7 or 8 of us that was going to go to Giordano's, and my buddy Manny, Josh Reynolds, Jay Spartan, and Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards waited for my friend and I, because I had a buddy go with me, to fly in to go to Giordano's together. And we went the first night after the show, and there ended up being like 18 of us, and they barely could hold us at the tables they had set aside because it's a smaller restaurant. And Jay Spartan was sitting out by himself, and I felt bad. He was one of the ones that set up the dinner, and he's sitting over on the corner by himself. So the family that was sitting behind him, nice couple with their mom, and said, you can sit with us. And he didn't really feel comfortable with it. So I said, get up, come sit in my seat. I'll go sit with them. I ended up sitting with them, and now we're Facebook friends. She's invited me and my wife and kids to Thanksgiving every year. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. I ended up buying their dinner that night because I felt like I intruded on them. And
yeah, I'm sure they tell stories. They're like, yeah, we were, out to dinner. And then this guy who was at this baseball card show just kind of sat over, but he was a really friendly young man.
Yeah. They initially thought that we were we were athletes. And then they were like, you're in town for an athletic event? I said, no, we're in town for a card show.
So they're like, oh, they're not wealthy athletes. They're a bunch of dorks buying baseball cards.
Yeah. Drunk guys.
It was awesome. Hanging out at that national. I mean, every national special, that one was off the charts. Amazing. Yeah, super fun. So fun. And guys, check out Mr. Fisher Bike. He's been around in this community for a long time, and he should have 1,000 subscribers. So I highly suggest everyone out there in the chat, go check out his channel, get him to 1,000.
I appreciate that.
How close are you, Jason?
I think I'm at like 824, something like that, right around there. Which I appreciate every single one I got. It's not like everybody knows the numbers are kind of there's guys that are subbed to me that are no longer making videos. So the number's kind of irrelevant really, but
they are what they are.
But content.
If you get to 1,000, that allows you to go live from your phone and stuff like that. Yeah. So everyone who's in the chat, and everyone who's watching this feed, if you guys make videos, give Jason a shout out. He should be to 1,000. Get him to 1,000 in the next week or so. I don't see why we can't do that. But Jason, thanks for joining us. We're going to bring on some others. Have yourself a great night.
All right, you too. Be safe. Thanks, guys. See you, Ed.
All right, let's bring in Bald Rhino. He's going to join us here. Bald Rhino.
Hey, thanks
for going on, man?
This is quite a pleasure. The two legends, MikeO and Weskergriff. Thank you.
Incredible, baby.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know Bald Rhino, he is a Nolan Arenado collector. Like me, when he sends Nolan Arenado cards in for grading, he usually gets back a 9. That's just what happens. But
yeah, I love the GOAT. He's the great third baseman. Well, in Colorado, that's all we have to watch is Arenado, really. But hey, I do remember a great memory. I really appreciated you two gentlemen at the National, my first one in Cleveland. I was pretty apprehensive, didn't understand YouTube as much. I was just starting out, and you guys were quite the ambassadors to the hobby. really appreciated you. And that's my best memory of the National, was just the welcoming, the opportunity to learn, and just how everyone was like, hey, welcome in. And that was a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys. And this is fun for me. Wow. I mean, I'm on with the big dogs. This is fun. At 400 subscribers, this is fun.
Well, everyone out there can check out the Bald Rhino channel for sure. Tons of content, tons of videos, putting out your PSA reveals. You'll have some SGC reveals, some stuff you pick up. You're always showing off great stuff. So we appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day to jump on there, Rhino.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now I'm just doing everything I can to sell the modern, the high pop cards of Acuna and Soto, and buying sweet dream vintage is kind of what I'm trying to do. I could be wrong, but at my age, I don't think any of these newcomers will be that great by the time can't remember who's playing, right? So,
well, you got to, make sure you make the focus of your collection what you really love. And if you love the vintage, that's what you got to do. You can never go wrong if you're adding stuff to your collection that you truly love, and you can never go wrong with the Hall of Famers. So thanks, Rhino. Have a great one.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care, Rhino.
All right, we've got Hitman 23 here, another guy.
Hey, what's up, man?
We were lucky enough to meet at the National a few years ago in Cleveland, hang out pre and post National days. Also got to meet up at Philly Park a few years ago and watch an epic home run derby.
That was last year, man. That was last year
with the Pete Alonso guy who
with Pete Alonso guy and Vlad
$2,500 or whatever. Yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for having me on. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. I appreciate being part of this, guys.
Yeah, Hitman 23 is the channel, and he definitely loves everything like all of us. We all love to collect everything. But you love the value stuff. You love the binders. You love the set collecting. And, of course, you love those rookie cups.
The rookie cups, where it's at, man. Right here, baby. Right here. Where's my camera? There it is. Right there. So I just wanted to share my quick for the National. I've only been to one National. I've been to many card shows in my life, but only one National in 2018 in Cleveland. And of course, it was meeting up with everybody and getting to meet all the guys on the channels. Man, that was what made the show for me. I'll never forget it, and hopefully, I'll be there in Chicago next year. But
let's hope so.
Ed, here's we talked about this earlier, but I'm going to piggyback on your bargain box finds. So in 2018 in Cleveland, I picked up this Christian Yelich Chrome rookie card out of a bargain box. I believe it was at Burbank. 50 cents right there, guys. So they are out there. And,
I got a question real quick, Hitman. Yeah. Is that the best 50 cents you ever spent?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
But now there's a warrant out for your arrest by Burbank.
I know. I can't show my face in Cleveland anymore. That's it. So I'll go to Chicago instead. So what else? I wanted to show. So I've been seeing a lot of high-end cards being showed. So I gotta bring up the binders. So basically, guys, I do different binders of all different sorts of collections. So this is just one of my collections of my catchers. So this is all my cool catcher cards, and it's just a way to show that you don't have to spend a ton of money to collect baseball cards. There's a lot of gems out there. You just got to keep your eyes open, your mind open, and give some love to the common cards, man. Give some love to the common cards hashtag. We got to do that. And it's fun. It's a really fun way to collect, and I really enjoy doing that. So just a shout out to that kind of stuff. But yeah. What else? Anybody have any questions?
There's probably a million questions.
I'm not looking at the. Mr. Fisherbike, I love the binders too, man. Oh, Tarkus 75, thank you. I should have busted out the guitar for the live show tonight and scared off everybody, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to have fun and talk to our buds.
Yeah, for sure. And since we only have so much time, the hour, I am looking at maybe tomorrow night doing a post Hobby Palooza late night broadcast where whoever wants to come hang out can hang out. So I'm looking at that as a possibility Saturday night. Mike, appreciate you joining us.
guys.
You're awesome, guys. Check out Hitman 23.
My wife.
There you go.
Hey,
peace, guys. Take care. Thank you,
All right, man.
Take care, Mike.
Guys, we got a lot of people to get to. We are going through as many as we can. Right now, we're bringing Reese, ND Card Ranger, fairly new YouTuber. He's a Phillies fan, so you know he's awesome. You guys got to check out his channel. His intro is amazing as well. Loves himself some Richie Ashburn. Reese, what's up, man? Oh, no. Audio. Oh, we're not getting any audio. All right, Reese, we'll try you back. We're going to go to Max Power Baseball. What's up, Max?
What's going on, Mike?
How you doing?
Good. Good for sure. Yeah, so last year was my first national. I went to Chicago with my girlfriend, did the show for one day, went to the Cubs game the next day, and didn't get enough, so convinced her that I needed to go for another half day before we left.
And, I mean, I feel like you probably would agree with this. You could easily go every hour that the Nationals open and still probably not see as much as you want to see.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was, I've been to card shows before, but it's just overwhelmed. It was so big. Even though I had a strategy going in, there's never enough time.
Yeah, the Nationals awesome. It's just definitely a great event. And
what was your strategy?
It's sad when you can't get to it, but it's awesome to get to it.
Sorry, what was that, Ed?
Wanted to ask, what was your strategy since you only had the one day? Because I imagine that's super difficult.
Yeah, just trying to go through, eyeball things as quick as possible, make notes on where to go back to, and spend some time. I didn't want to get bogged down going through the boxes, because then, the day would be over and I would only be through 2 rows. So, it's just so much to look at. Even with the day and a half, I didn't get through the whole thing. But yeah, met a ton of tubers, met both of you guys, and the after party at the bar was awesome too.
Yeah, hanging out is definitely a major aspect, and it's great to look at the cards. Don't get me wrong; that's obviously amazing. That's one of the reasons we go. But that post-show hangouts, unbelievable, just so much fun. And there's so many people there. There's always someone to talk to, and I always feel like I'm like, did I talk to this? It's like, it's just mass hysteria sometimes, but it's awesome.
For sure.
Max, we appreciate you jumping on, guys. Check out Max Power Baseball. Check out his channel. Give him some support. It definitely deserves it.
Thanks for coming on, Max.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, here's another guy who loves those post-game national hangouts. What's up, Dave? Dave's
what's going on, guys?
Crisis.
Yeah, can y'all hear me all right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Hear you great.
So drinking beer or busting packs and drinking beer. What's up?
Woo! It's like a classic. That's like a classic video. It's people got to check out, Dave. You got to share that again later. I'll share that out on the channel when you can post that stuff. I got to share that. That's amazing. Love it.
So t-shirts for next year, maybe.
That's a t-shirt that's worth making for sure. Busting packs, opening drinking beer, awesome stuff.
Yeah. And that was at what Ed was talking about earlier was at the Hilton, where we had that big party out the year we were in Cleveland. So
yeah, sadly there's that, that's part of YouTube lore. There's a pretty lengthy live stream.
Yeah, it's
still available to find. And it's a good watch. It's one of those things you could put on and just like while you're sorting cards.
Well, I thought it was great that like people left the bar and went back to their hotel and watched the live feed.
It was not drinking. They're like, oh, my legs hurt. I got to go lay down in bed. I'll just lay in bed and watch it. And then they come back.
Yeah. So
it was awesome stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. So I did pull a card out. Since we're talking about the National. I thought I'd bust out my biggest pull from the National.
And it's a card I would like a lot because it's awesome.
It's Ginter and it's Bryce Harper.
That was AC, right? AC 2016?
No, I think I got this.
Or was it the year before? It might have been. I think it was the year before. Yeah.
It was in Chicago when I was in, I think, 2015, my first one to go to.
Yeah, I remember that was one. I didn't make that one. I saw that one on video. I was like, oh, damn, Ginter Harper. That's nice. Harper's a little cooler now that he's in Philadelphia than Washington.
Yeah. And that box did come with the Val Kilmer shirt relic too. So it was
oh, there you go. There's, you know, I love Allen and Ginter, but you definitely get some crazy stuff in there as well. But yeah, that's an awesome pool. Everyone should check out Dave's Midlife Card Crisis. Another guy been around for a while. What have you been doing videos for, like 6-7 years at this point, something like that?
2013 is when I started, probably some like August or some of that, or I think right after the National of that year. So
awesome, Dave. We appreciate you joining. Definitely wouldn't have been the same without you. And look forward to hanging out, you know, busting some backs, drinking some beer. Hopefully, hopefully soon.
Yep, sounds good to me. So
all right, thanks, Dave.
Take care, Dave.
Thanks.
All right, next up, we've got Big D for life. What's up, Scott?
Man? What's happening, guys?
Big D?
Not much, just hanging out with the community, you know, talking a little bit about the hobby, talking with our fellow collectors, fellow YouTubers. Since we can't meet up at the National this year, might as well meet up here on YouTube, right?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. Just quick, I won't take up a lot of time. I think somebody was asking, you know, that first time advice. I went to the National in Cleveland and then followed up last year in Chicago. When I went to Cleveland, I just paid, you know, $20 every day to get in. I think I was there for 3 or 4 days. The next year, Eloy Flores gifted me with one of these, the VIP. And to me, not having to pay every day, skipping the lines, being able to walk right in, it was really worth it. Even if you go with the lowest end, whatever, I don't even know how, you know, the lowest end VIP. But the thing that I thought was great with this was the VIP room. It's one of my best memories of the National. You're out there looking at cards all day. You're in these boxes that Ed is talking about, and you're spending hours. You're tired. You got to wear good shoes, like you said. You're tired out. You walk in that VIP room. There's not a lot of people in this room, and it's really not a VIP room. It's just a room with tables. But you walk in.
Oh, there are some chairs too. You know,
there's chairs.
They throw you a bone and give you some chairs
and some receptacles in there. But man, you walk in, and at 4 or 5 tables, no matter when you go in there, there's like YouTubers sitting in there. And that's my favorite memory of the Nationals, is just sitting at those round tables in the VIP room, kicking it with the guys and opening like $5 blaster boxes. And of course the after events that we had, you know, at the hotels and things like that. It's the people is, if you go, don't be afraid, talk to people, meet guys you don't know. You'd be amazed you don't have the same collecting habits in common, how much you really have in common with people, because we're all just collectors. So that was my take. And hey, somebody else said thanks to both of y'all for being ambassadors to the hobby. Just to echo that, appreciate you guys.
Well, we appreciate you joining, and I appreciate you taking part in that 87 Topps break last year. Back when that was like a $10 box of cards. Now it's like $50 to buy a box of 87 Topps.
It's going up. Got to get those Will Clark and.
Oh yeah, there were what
Barry Larkin,
McGuire's, Bo Jackson. People were pulling a couple of them. It was good times. But yeah, the Nationals a blast. All right, Big D, appreciate it. Everyone, check out Big D for life.
Take care.
Sick Emmett Smith collection. Always showing off like that 90s stuff, but also does the modern stuff. So a nice mix, like a lot of people here on YouTube.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Peace. All right, this guy's been waiting for a while. I think it's time we bring in Amish Dave Archer.
Hey, guys, I got some wood.
There you go. Amish Dave, you haven't been to the National in recent years, right? But you obviously used to hit them up pretty hard back in the day.
Oh, boy, Amish Dave is an OG.
Oh, yeah. OG. 08, 09, and 11 have been my National experiences. And I know next year, Chicago, if we can get back to any sense of normalcy, I'll be there. But, yeah, that was pre-YouTube in 08, 09 for me. 11 was my first YouTube National, and it was a completely different one because I had guys from the message boards from way back in the day and the Beckett message boards that I met up and stayed with in 08 and 09. But 11, I stayed the same people, but I knew a ton of YouTubers then because I'd been on for about a year and a half. And it was the relationships. That's the key. Cards, wonderful. You can get that in any medium out there right now. Relationships, true, lifelong, valuable relationships. That's what this hobby should be about.
And it's great that the hobby brings that, because it introduces you to people because you have that common thing that you both enjoy, and then you find more common ground. So that's definitely a great thing. Amish Dave, we appreciate you swinging by, hanging out, showing off your wood, and
renting, not renting like usual, so everybody wins.
And then just continuing to make videos and sharing your collection, sharing your thoughts year after year. It's been a long time, and I definitely, I appreciate everyone out there making videos, but when you keep doing it for that long, that shows real commitment. That's awesome. So appreciate it.
700, yeah, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, Dave.
Peace. All right. We are going to bring Reese back. Hopefully Reese has got some audio. There we go. We got some audio.
Can you hear me? Holy crap.
All right. We got Reese here. Unfortunately, we are starting to run short on time, so we're going to have to fly through these pretty quick. But like I was saying before, Reese ND Card Ranger, awesome channel. How long have you been making videos? Like 6 months, maybe a year? I don't, something like that.
Year. Yeah. Yep.
I've lost all sense of time in the last 4 or 5 months. So, I mean, I guess we met up at the Philly show back in January. So
the last Philly show ever, probably.
Yeah. It's been great.
I hope not.
It's been awesome. I mean, I just got back into collecting like a year ago. I collected for a long time and took a long break, but it's been great again about the community, and you guys bringing everyone together. And when I go to the shows or eBay or even like a local card show now, I see cards. It reminds me of all you guys. Like, I just picked up this Griffey from my collection. Think Blue 77. Show this on this video, and we chatted about him. Like, I emailed him. I just got this card, or messaged him earlier. So it's a great community. Really helps.
And that's another thing when you're watching videos. Sometimes it inspires you. Go, wow, that would fit my collection great. You look it up. You're like, oh, cool. That's like $2.
I love it.
You get to add a great card. All right,
Absolutely.
Reese.
You got it, buddy.
Appreciate you jumping on, man.
All right, see you guys.
Have a good one, Reese.
All right, we got Ben collecting Yinzer. What's up, Ben?
What's up, guys? How are you doing? What's up?
We're doing all right. We wanted to make sure we had you on. Let everyone check out Collecting Yinzer. Check out that channel. Obviously, you changed your name at some point. Again, I lost. When was that? Like 6 months ago?
Yeah, probably about 6 months. It feels like 10 years.
I say everything was 6 months ago. Whether it was like 4 years ago or 2.
Yeah, it's been about 6 months.
Well,
going back to my Pittsburgh roots there, so Yins knew what I'm talking about.
So let people know kind of what you show off on your channel real quick.
I'm really big into breaks. I do weekly breaks. I really enjoy baseball. That's my main collection. But I do football, hockey, basketball. It doesn't matter. I really enjoy our community. I trade as much as I can with as many people as possible. So we're just really lucky to have the community that we have, and I'm glad to be a part of it, honestly.
For sure. And I enjoy your videos. I appreciate making the occasional trade, adding a short printed Harper to my collection. You got to add Mike Trout to your collection. It all worked out. Ben, appreciate you taking a few moments to hang out, man. Have a great
Absolutely,
one.
guys. You do the
Thanks
same.
for coming on, Ben.
Speaking with you soon. Appreciate it. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to have as many as possible. All right, we got I Collect Ichiro. He's been waiting on this feed for a while. What's going on?
What's up, fellas?
Not much, just hanging out, talking about the hobby, talking to YouTubers, and getting through as much as we can.
Man, there's been a lot of awesome people on. I appreciate you guys for having me on it. It's an awesome experience for the hobby.
Yeah, and you have a pretty awesome collection. You want to let the people out there know what they can see on your channel? I mean, I think they should probably figure it out based on your username. But
yeah, I mean, I've been collecting since 1987. So I've got a lot of stuff outside the Ichiro collection, but I started collecting him main focus in about 10 years ago. So obviously that takes up a lot of my income as far as collecting and stuff like that. But you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube. I Collect Ichiro, all the same, one word. And then I also have a website, icollectichiro.com, where I have my collection on there. And I use that for not only a checklist for myself, but also a resource for maybe other collectors that maybe have a player they collect in that same time frame. And they can look through, maybe find a card that say, hey, that's a cool card of one of my guys in that set. And maybe they can search for their player through that too. It's a resource, and it serves a lot of purposes in my mind.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good to kind of, you have everything, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. There's a lot of ways to share. Do you have one that's your favorite, or do you just kind of like them all?
Twitter's rough sometimes. It's there's a lot of negativity that seems to surround Twitter. I like Instagram. It's more just picture focused, a lot more positivity. It seems like I would go that route.
You have a lot of your, super amazing Ichiro cards on Instagram. I remember one day I was going through there. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, there's
incredible collection.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. There's still a lot of cards I haven't posted, but for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't feel there's a necessary need to just blast everything out there. I feel that's for the hobby. It's great that all the cards get respected. I have thousands of base cards I don't even post pictures of, but those cards mean as much to me as the high dollar ones. So I don't want those bigger ones to take focus away from the smaller ones. And I think with a lot of social media things got caught up, especially with Instagram, with people, trying to rip people off, doing scams and things like that. And a couple of those people turned out to be younger kids, and I think younger kids don't realize that, this collection didn't happen overnight. It takes years and years. Obviously I'm 40 years old. I've had years of incomes and things like that to work to where I've gotten. And, some people just want to get there, ASAP. And sometimes it's not the way it works. But you should pick up what you can with your means and enjoy what you pick up when you do. It's not a race to the finish line.
Yeah, appreciating what you have, appreciating what you have is definitely key in this hobby. And sometimes it's something that, we get lost at times. But guys, check out I Collect Ichiro on YouTube. Check him out on the other platforms. No, he's a website, and you can check out the if you didn't see it, JT Triple Crown 24. I Collect Ichiro featured on that video as well as a super collector. So check it out. Thank you for joining the feed, and
thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, a few more minutes left. We're going to add Dustin Abraham right now. He's of Dustin and Blake. What's up, Dustin?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Dustin.
You're doing all right.
Hey, I haven't been to a national yet, so
I know, but I know one day you would love to, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm going to try going next year. I know just running around there with Blake, I can imagine him being like a mini celebrity and people yelling out his name and stuff, so it would be a lot of fun.
It would definitely be a good time. It's a lot of fun for sure. Guys, check out Dustin and Blake. It's a great channel, father-son duo. Obviously, Dustin, sometimes you do some videos on your own as well. And you have a special bond with a whole bunch of people out there who are like-minded collectors. You have a big Facebook group that you're involved in as well. You want to give a few shout-outs to some of your friends?
Definitely wanted to plug the Facebook group. It's called Super Collectors Unite, and it's for anybody that's a player collector. Doesn't matter if you only have 20 cards of the person or if you have, I think the top person on our list has 7,000 and some unique cards of King Griffey Jr. So that's pretty crazy, but a lot of great guys in there like Ray, JT, Tops 85 401, Big D for Life you had on earlier. A lot of these guys are already in there. And it's a really great group, and I've had a lot of positive feedback on it.
Awesome, guys. Check it out. You can get all that information as well from Dustin and Blake on YouTube. Thanks, Dustin.
Take care, Dustin.
Yep.
All right, we got Mike, This Baseball Card Life. Mike, you want to say hello real quick?
I sure do. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yep. Awesome.
We only have a few minutes left, but we just want to definitely make sure we get your channel out there, This Baseball Card Life. Really fun channel, super thorough, does his research spends a lot of time producing those videos. You want to talk about maybe what you have coming up next or one of your recent videos real quick?
Sure. So I started back with collecting in October of 2017. Really got a lot of the cards I couldn't afford when I was a kid, a lot of the 80s cards. Well, I've now 2 years later, gotten pretty much all of those. And I've went into trying to collect a crazy set, the 51 Bowman set. So no, I don't have the man or the mage yet. And it's going to take me maybe 10 years, but I'm going to do it. I'm alive to do that. And I just love research of cards. There was a gentleman earlier who was showing a card with bubble gum on it. Well, this is a post from November 1st, 1947, and it has the guy who founded Bowman, and there he is blowing a bubble. So, Bubble Man Bowman.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mike, we appreciate you joining. We're running low on time, but guys, check out This Baseball Card Life. Great channel and a great member of this community.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, Mike.
All right, Victor, all-time greats blog. What's up, man?
I made it. What's
you
up,
did
guys?
make it.
Yes.
I appreciate you waiting just to chat real quick. If it weren't for the National, we might not know each other. I was waiting in line with Tops 85401 and just kind of hanging out, waiting to get in, and all of a sudden introduced to Victor, and now follow each other on YouTube and chat and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's been great, Mike. It's been a great ride. I appreciate your friendship and just inspiring me to start my own channel. I know this was in 2017 when you and I met, and I really was a fanboy, I guess, of the YouTube community. And I know I always commented on everybody. I was watching as many people as I can, inspired to start my own channel, but I always procrastinated until I ran into you at the 2019 National. And I ran across Eric from Those Back Pages, and he carved out some time to specifically talk to me on the importance of getting involved in the community. I started my channel 4 months ago. It's an extension of my blog, alltimegreats.blog. And I love it. I love the ride. It's been amazing, and I love the community.
Well, we appreciate you taking some time to jump on. Guys, check out All Time Greats blog here on YouTube. All right, coming up next is going to be Garrett Cardcutter. But before we leave, we got to bring a national mainstay in. He's been waiting this entire stream to get on. BurtCat 8. Joey, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? It's awesome. This is just like having the show, isn't it? I just love this stuff. All these guys coming through.
I just wish we had a longer live stream, but that's why I think we're going to do that kind of late night type of thing so we can get more people on and hang out. I think it'll be a ton of fun.
If I can be there, I'll be there. This is what it's all about. It's the smiles across people's faces, because these are the people we don't see every day, but we're in constant contact with on a daily basis. But then we get to see that once a year. It's a special time, and then we're getting taken away from us this year. It is kind of disappointing, but this kind of is making up for it. I really enjoy having to watch everybody doing this. I'm on the same stream as some legends and some people that I've been talking to for a long time, and some people I haven't even met yet, which I will want to see eventually. So this is a wonderful community. Thanks, guys.
It's definitely just like the National in that sense that you're meeting new people. I mean, every year you go and you meet someone else. You're like, how the hell did I not find this guy's channel before?
D-Ross is one of them. Just one of those, Brian, just one of those kind of guys.
Well, what if I told you that Brian is here right now? As we get ready to close it out, B-Route 6 makes it.
That guy.
Hank Greenberg, super collector. We've got Packers fan right up there, BurtCat. You've had some sick pickups too. So if you guys want to, if you have anything to show off as we sign off, you got to show it off. But
cool auto that I picked, a Farben Star. I bought this, had a deal done before the National was even going on, but I picked it up with my dad's money because he passed away a few months before the National. So that card, he bought it for me. That was one of my special pickups from last year, and it's always going to have that special place in my heart.
And that's an epic pickup because not only is it a cool card, but it's got that special connection and that memory, and that's what makes a card super special. But definitely happy to get Brian and BurtCat in. You guys both mainstays at the National year in and year out. if you can count on anyone to be there, it's you two. So the fact that we couldn't be there right now, at least you could be here in the live stream. So if you guys have not checked out Brian Roth, B Roth 6, or Burt Cat 8, check out their channels. You absolutely need to do so. And, support everyone in the community. Just go ahead, hit the subscribe button, watch when you can. Hey, the reality of the situation is, the reality of the hobby and this current climate of the community is, there's way too many channels to be able to watch every single video. Back in the day, you could do that. Right now, unless you're living a 36-hour day, even then, you probably can't do it. But it's a blast and it's a lot of fun. Had a ton of fun doing this live stream. Look forward to doing more. Look forward to watching everyone else. Card Cutter should be live right now since it's currently 9:01. So Brian, thanks for jumping in. Joey, thanks for jumping in. Ed, thanks for co-hosting. Definitely appreciate everyone hanging out. It was a good time.
Over there. That guy right there. Follow his channel. It's amazing.
Ed, where are your
follow his channel and their channels?
I forgot them.
I totally expected to come on and see that.
I expected to see him wearing a suit, to be honest with you. I expected the tie.
I'm getting the suit ready for December if it happens. With my briefcase.
All right, guys. Having an absolute blast. I'd love to go for another 3 hours, but unfortunately, I don't want to cut into Garrett's time. We will be doing more giveaways, so if you guys watch this, if you're still in here, post comments down in the actual video once it's archived, and we will do some randomizations for some SGC t-shirts, and we've got a mug. Mug here.
I love that
SGC. We got a few hats.
What about the foam finger?
We don't have a foam finger, but we do have a $50 gift card for Blowout Sports Guards. So shout out to Blowout Sports Guards as well. We'll be doing some random stuff. We'll go live at some point and do randoms for that. So appreciate everyone watching. Definitely appreciate everyone who tuned in, everyone who was involved in the chat. Can't wait to check out that chat archive later, and everyone who joined the video. Thanks, guys. Peace out.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Enjoy the National.